What is up, all you Boston Silkscar fans, and welcome to our Week 4 PokeDraft Kings match. Today, we're going up against GiantGamer, coach of the Harlem Hydreigons, which is a tongue twister, but it's actually a really cool name. I like it a lot. But go check out his YouTube channel down in the description down below, along with the PDK website and Twitter, as well as my links that are always down there. This week, we had the theme of anime heroes, or just anime in general, whatever, and I chose Avatar. I believe he says that he chose an anime I've never heard of is like Acclaim Kill or something like that. It's about assassins. It's actually funny because this whole match, we were actually just chatting to each other. It was an extremely relaxing, competitive match, so it was really funny. We had a lot of fun, and Giant's actually a really great dude, so definitely check out his channel down below. He's the man. But we had a really good battle here. This is going to be a post-com. Unfortunately, when we had our battle, it was like nearing, I think it was like 10 or 11, and I didn't want to wake anybody up, so I didn't want to be my loud normal self, so I figured I'd save it for a post-com so I can be as loud as I want. But we lead with Aang the Swellow. He ends up with Akame, which is the character that the anime is based off of, because he said that the name of it was Akame Kills or something like that. So maybe you guys know a little bit about that. But I went for, what did I go for there? I think I went for a Brave Bird, and then I U-turned into our Intimidator, which was Crocodile, and then he whirlwinded us out into Tai Li. I'm going to go for a big mistake in this play. I think that's what I ended up doing. I was thinking really hard. I was like, maybe I should go for high jump kick, and then I was like, oh wait, I have Zen headbutt, it'll hit the poison really well. And then I completely forgot that he's I think he's part dark, right? So I always thought that this thing was poison bug, and I derped because I didn't realize that it was dark poison. So I ended up going for Zen headbutt, and he was immune to it, so it was like a huge stupid mistake on my part. So I go for high jump kick there, like, oh yeah, oopsie daisy, going for high jump kick. We are pretty low now, which is unfortunate, but I'm gonna get some of that HP back with Drain Punch. Now we're sitting at about 59%, it looks like it says there, and he sends in mine. Now here I'm thinking, this thing is his Zoroark. I did not get fooled for a second that this was his Gardevoir. It could have been, but I don't think it was. I was like, I'm pretty confident this is a Zoroark. So I'm like, okay, I could go for the Poison Jab, but I feel like that's what he's expecting. But then again, I was like, why would he switch into this if I had, high jump kick if he was Dark type? But yeah, I think that he did try to trick us out here. I don't exactly remember, but I'm pretty sure he does because he had Dark Pulse, and I think that's what his Zoroark had. So that's what I was thinking here. I was like, is this his Zoroark, or is this actually his Gardevoir? So I took a really long time to think of my move here. And by the way, guys, I tried to cut out as much of the thinking time as possible, at least not when thinking on my moves, but more like the when I said waiting for other player and stuff like that. I tried to cut those out, so if you see a lot of jumps, that's why. So he goes for the Dark Pulse. So at this point, it's like, that probably is a Zoroark. I'm not sure. I don't know. I go for the Toxic. I figured it's a really good strat. This thing's not going to be able to touch me that well. Unagi, the Sea Serpent, is very bulky, especially defensive. That was the whole point of it. I felt like that was a solid play. He goes for U-turn, which I'm pretty sure Gardevoir doesn't learn U-turn. So I was pretty confident with Zoroark there. I still could be wrong. I'm a huge Pokemon noob, but I'm pretty sure that Gardevoir doesn't learn U-turn. So anyways, I Toxic this thing as well. I go for Ice Beam. He goes for Sticky Webs, which is going to be terrible for our team later. It just slows everything down, and our team's not that fast. We have like a decent speed team. Like our Swellow's mad fast. He's like 125 base stat speed, but other than that, not too much speed on our team. We do have Scarfer being our Magmortar, aka Admiral Zhao. By the way, guys, his name's Admiral Zhao, not General Zhao. I'm pretty sure he was a general, but he got promoted, or no, he never made it to general, I don't think, but he was Admiral. I don't even know, guys, but he was Admiral Zhao, so I renamed him before this match. So he's got Susano, the electric fire type Rotom here. So I was like, okay, why did he bring this thing in? Now the sticky webs are up. Actually, I don't think we've been affected by the sticky webs yet, but I was like, do I really want to go for a Scald? Because, I mean, doesn't electric resist water? I don't even remember, but I was like, I don't know exactly what I want to do here. I don't want to stay on a Volt Switch for sure, so I think I end up switching into what did we name him? King Boomy. I switched Toph's name to King Boomy because I felt like it was much more fitting. So he goes for the Volt Switch. Really good prediction on our part because we got that immunity. So now is my chance. Do I go for Stealth Rocks or should I go for the knockoff? I go for Stealth Rocks, I think. Is that what I just clicked? I didn't think I went for Stealth Rocks this early in the game. I thought I did that really late. But, oh, I actually canceled this move. That's the mean thing about Showdown. I almost feel like in the League format, maybe that should be banned. But since it's there, I did it. I don't know. I don't think it's banned. But, yeah. So I decided to click the cancel button and switch to knock off in case he switches out, which was what I was thinking. Because I was like, okay, if he goes for Fire Blast, it's going to hurt, but it's not going to kill us. He's not going to touch us with Volt Switch or Thunderbolt or anything like that. So I was like, I'm just going to stay in. I'm going to go for this knockoff. He might switch out and go into something, and then it'll be really good for us. And he does, so it was really good play on our part, making that switch in moves. So we got the knockoff off, knocking off his, what was that? Was it a Life Orb? I wasn't even paying attention. But I knocked it off, so I felt good about that. Now I was like, okay, maybe I should switch out. So I'm pretty sure I end up switching out here. I didn't want to lose King Boomy just yet because we had that great switch-in capability on Rotom, so it was really good. We're doing really good in this match so far. We got 2 of his Mons down. I'm feeling really confident. I'm feeling definitely more confident than I felt in previous matches, so it's a good thing. By the way, sorry it's so dark in here. I'm recording this at night, just not really late like we did when we did this battle. And he knocks off our Eviolite on the Doublade, the Blue Spirit, which was a huge mistake for us. But we go for the Shadow Sneak, thinking we might be able to knock this thing out if he stays in, but he doesn't. He's very smart. He switches into Susano, the Rotom Heat, taking that fairly well. Now, my options here are to either stay in and take the fire attack and get wrecked, or we can do the switch out. So I choose the switch out, I'm pretty sure, into the... I either switch into Unagi and then double back out into Crocodile, or I go straight into the Crocodile King Boomy. I'm not too sure what I just clicked. I wasn't paying attention, but I'm pretty sure it's actually King Boomy we switch into, being really risky, but I'm not sure. So let's see. Let's see what happens. Apparently, I missed this waiting period right here. I'm really sorry, guys. So we do switch directly into King Boomy. Do we protect a Volt Switch? I thought it was possible, and we do successfully predict the Volt Switch, even though the Fire Blitz, or Fire, I don't even know what I was about to say. The Fire Blast was more prevalent there. But so now I think is when I decide, you know what, Stealth Rocks, this is the time. This is the time. In case he's got a Sash somewhere, this is going to be really good for us. So I set up the Stealth Rocks after thinking long and hard about it, apparently. Which is really good for us down the line because we do manage to knock the Sash off of, I believe, the Zoroark or something like that. But he does hit us with a hidden power. It's super effective. Now, this is where I really started thinking. I was like, okay, is this hidden power grass? Is this hidden power water? Or is this hidden power ice? So I pretty much right here was like, we're screwed if this is hidden power grass. I'm pretty sure that's what I thought. It was, I think maybe I was thinking water too. I was like, we're screwed if it's either of that, but I'm going to take the risk that this thing is ice. And I'm going to go into, what's your name there? I'm going to take the risk, and I'm going to go into my Lotic, the Unagi, I'm pretty sure is what I decided to do, because he's going to go for another one of those. And he's probably thinking that we're going to think that it's a, grass. So I was really nervous it was grass. I thought it probably is grass, but I was like, I'm totally gonna have to take this risk now or lose the match, because, well, I don't know if we would have lost the match, but maybe it would have been really, or you know what I mean. But I don't know if hidden power grass mattered that much, but I think it did. Hidden power grass would have hurt a few things on our team that we really needed. So he goes for the hidden power. It ends up being a grass, so we switch into the Blue Spirit. I think at this point I was just like, you know what, Blue Spirit's not doing much work with the Eviolite gone anyways. I could have saved Blue Spirit for the Gallade, but I was like, you know what, something needs to get sacked off right here. So that's what we did. Now we get the switch initiative. We can come into whatever we want, which I believe we're going to end up coming into, let's see here. I believe it's Unagi, but I'm not sure. I think I do Unagi, and then I double back to King Boomy. Okay, no, I go straight to Admiral Zhao. So Admiral Zhao's out. He's going to go for Psychic, I believe, is what I decided to go for. Just to finish this thing off. I felt like it was the most medium play I could do, although now thinking about it, it could have came into the Zoroark and it would have been a really bad idea. So we're lucky that he didn't do that. Spoilers, guys. But I was thinking, you know what, Fire Blast, you know, that I don't know, there's a risk that it could miss, stuff like that. So I was like, you know what, we're just going to go for the Psychic. But Thunderbolt's going to do a massive amount of damage to us. He's really low, though, after, I believe it was Life Orb. My dog's freaking out. Sorry about that, guys. Probably barking at somebody at the door. Maybe my girlfriend's home? I don't know. I don't know. It is kind of late. 8:50, yeah. So she's probably home right now, but that's okay. No big deal. So we still have this waiting going on. I apparently forgot to put that one out too. Now, I can't remember if this is the Mega Gardevoir or the Zoroark, and that's sort of what I'm thinking here. Is this Zoroark or is this Mega Gardevoir? But then I was like, okay, he switched this in on a Psychic. He probably knows some sort of choice or something, I think. Did I just go for a Psychic? No, okay, with True. Okay, so I was right. And sorry, guys, my nose is kind of runny. I know it's gross, but so I'm pretty sure this is the Zoroark at this point, because he's gone for the Dark Pulse. So I was like, you know what? I think this is Zoroark. Although this one's not toxic. Didn't we already toxic something? And then I clicked toxic, and I was like, okay, we're gonna see. He goes for Trick, switching his Focus Sash. So this was his Zoroark. For our leftovers, which kind of stinks for us, but good for him. So we're like, I'm like, okay, let's go for a recover. We're getting kind of low, so we hit that recover. Dark Pulse brings us down, and he gets the flinch. So now we're in a really big predicament. It's like next turn, do we go for the recovery again and hope we survive, or do we switch out? Because right here was imperative. It was like, we switch out, something takes damage, possibly dies. Not a good play. We're not gonna outspeed anything with the sticky webs up. So I was really like thinking really hard on this one. Is it recover time and hope to survive, or do we switch? We decide to go for the recover, and I'm gonna wait to let you guys see if that was a good choice or not. I don't want to spoil that for you, but we go for the recover. Dark Pulse connects, and it brings us down to probably like 3%, I think it was, which was insane. I couldn't believe that we survived that. We got so lucky that we survived that. It's probably a low roll right there, or at least a mid roll or something. I don't know, but we survived. We got the recover off. I believe I went for recover again just to get up more health. And here comes the other Gardevoir, which is in fact the Mega Gardevoir. So we get that second recover up. Now we're at like 95 or whatever, and I'm feeling good. I'm like, okay, this is really good for us now. We've got almost full HP. Why did he bring this thing in, though, is my question. So I was like, do I really want to stay in here and let him like set up like a Calm Mind or something like that? And I'm pretty sure we end up switching out. Pretty sure. Or do I go for the Toxic? I believe we switch out because I didn't want to use Toxic on too many of his Pokemon. I feel bad when I do that. So I'm pretty sure we switched out, but I could be wrong. Because I'm not a big fan of people who just spam Toxic. I really should have probably went for it, but I decided not to. So I switch out into King Boomy, who is going to die to this Hyper Voice from a Mega Gardevoir. It stinks. It stinks. So we ended up going into, I believe, we went into Aang the Swellow here. Let's double check though. Come on. Come on. Come on. But yeah, I believe we go into Aang the Swellow. I was doing some sort of calcs or something. I was really worried that Aang wouldn't outspeed because of sticky webs, and I wasn't really too sure how that would work. So I think I was looking something up like that, if I believe correctly. Now, I believe this is what we do. Can't believe I forgot to cut this part out. This is a very long waiting period. How did I miss this? How did I miss this? I don't know. But if you guys are wondering how the kittens are doing from the team builder, hopefully I got that team builder up before this. This is going to be really late, this video, because I'm recording this the night that it's supposed to go up. It's already 9 o'clock, and it's still not up. So this might not be up until like midnight. So a lot of you guys probably won't even watch this video, but go check out the team builder if you want to know what everybody's movesets were if you didn't get to see them for some reason. But we do go into Aang here, the Swellow, the star of the show, because he is actually the star of his show, Avatar. So here we are thinking Facade. We could do Facade because we are toxic, so do a lot of damage, or we can just go for the Brave Bird. I believe we go for the Brave Bird just to ensure that we take this thing down. We do outspeed despite the sticky webs. Maybe, I think, is Brave Bird priority? No, it's not. It's not priority. That'd be insane if it's priority. But we outsped with it, so I was happy with that. We get down to like 50% exactly, which is awful. That really was a bummer. He switches out straight into a Zoroark Chelsea. Interesting type for an anime character, in my opinion. But he switches out. So here we're like, okay, we can go for another Brave Bird. We can go for U-turn. So I believe we go for another Brave Bird, though. This is where we really just come in and we start hitting things really hard and fast. So here we go. We're gonna go for another Brave Bird. Take this thing down. Sorry I keep doing that, guys. I have no idea why I have the sniffles so bad right now. So anyways, we take that thing down really good. Tatsumi comes in here, who is gonna take that rocks damage, and we are going to, okay, so right here, check out what it says. Giant Gamer has 2 Pokemon left, Gallade and Gardevoir. It says both of those 2 are alive. So here I'm thinking both of his Pokemon are alive still. He still has Gardevoir. So I switch into Unagi here, and I'm like, because I was panicking there. I was like, if I go for another Brave Bird on Tusami here, or whatever, and I would be dead because of the damage that I do. Recoil damage mixed with Toxic might have killed me. I might not have had enough for the Gardevoir. So I actually switched out to Unagi here, thinking this is my only chance, is I need to switch into something to take out this thing so there's enough left for us to take on the Gardevoir. Now he thinks, funny enough, that I did this just to give him an extra kill because I'm a nice dude. That's actually not what he meant. What I did, I thought that he was being sarcastic, because he wrote something, he wrote like, thank you so much for sending that out, and I thought he was being sarcastic, so I had no idea what he was talking about, because I thought he had 2 Pokemon. So I was like, I sent like a smiley face at him, and from there he thought that I did it on purpose. I was like, I didn't really, but I was just kind of messing around with him and let him believe that I did it on purpose. And I'm gonna message him later and tell him, but actually I might have already told him. No, I didn't. So I'll message him and tell him that. But it's pretty funny because I thought he still had 2 Pokemon left, and I didn't want Aang to go down to Toxic before taking out the Gardevoir. So here I was like, okay, I'm gonna go for Quick Attack because I still haven't realized that the Gardevoir is not alive. And then I won the match, and I'm like, still has 1 Mon. But it was just some sort of glitch or something that had to do with the Zoroark or maybe the Mega. So it was really weird, but it's funny because we spent another, like, I think it's, yeah, another 10 minutes just bantering in the comments of Showdown, and it was a really fun match, and I'm really glad I had a good match on Showdown with Giant Gamer here. He's an awesome dude. Like I said, go check out his channel. Hope you guys did enjoy our first win of the PDK. If you guys did, go ahead and shield bash that like button down below for me, you guys. No, I appreciate the support. Yes, Brave Birds coming, or that was our old team. Boston Silk Scarfs coming through, guys. Maybe we can get our comeback. Hope to see you guys all in the next one. Till then, though, stay frosty and peace out.